Greetings, salutations, and burr.
Yes. We have our partners in crime back with us. Yes.
In the same time zone.
I know, right?
Instead of 5 and or 6 hours ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And accidentally texting you at 5 in the morning and not realizing it's 5 in the morning.
Yep. But thanks everyone for coming to the show. For the next 2 weeks, we are dedicating this for CJ and Kristine to tell us all about the Norway Northern Light trip, answering any questions you might have, giving you guys some ideas on what they did, mistakes, things they would do again, things they wouldn't do again. From what I understand, I won't break it too much because it'll probably be next week's, but there was definitely some weather that might have had some impacting. So a lot of good stuff to share with you guys on their Norway trip. And again, make sure you post any questions. We'll try to get those answered as well. We are going to have to shut off, though, our shows 5 minutes early for the next couple of weeks because Mel and I do have that college football that we do with DeFam Adventures and Culture. We're now hosting that on a regular basis, so all 3 channels can have it streamed to theirs. So again, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be like at a hard 5 minutes till 8. We're going to shut things down so we don't impact the next show as well. So without further ado, we're going to say hi really quickly, and then we're going to get into some info on the Northern Lights cruise.
Yep.
So first up, we have Scott.
Hey, Scott.
The legend!
Sorry, I was Amazon shopping.
Yeah, you're pulling a Cheryl. Next up, we got Brooklyn in the house.
Yo, Eddie.
Yep. And thank you so much, Eddie, for filling in for the last 2 weeks and BSing with us while CJ and Kristine were away. We do appreciate it.
Very far away.
Yeah. And then next up, we got a member, Rob, King of the North.
Yeah, we'll do hearts even though it never works.
Yeah.
We'll do...
Yeah, I found the hint. I'm using my iPhone 10, so we don't have the interactive ones with this, but I figured out how to make it continue to work. But I do have a backup webcam that I bought too, just in case.
Good.
So, and yes, I know Rob is 2 months away from a free T-shirt.
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo!
Cool. Like one of these cool T-shirts, because this is one.
Exactly. It's one of them.
Yep, one of them.
Yep. And then we got Kevin in the house. Thank you so much for stopping by, Kevin. And as always, thank you for sharing us out. We do appreciate it.
Yes,
Always.
Hi, Kevin.
We've got Michael's Adventures in town. Thanks for stopping by, Michael. Oh, my goodness. Look what we have.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Hey, guess what, babe? Guess what?
What?
We have a new member right there.
Welcome to the madness.
Yes. Welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a member of PK Adventure Travel.
Yep, you get some weird stuff like this.
Thank you.
That's a really nice one.
Okay.
That's funny.
We need to make some new ones. But thank you so much, Eddie. We really do appreciate it.
Well, let's try to film something new when we're camping over Halloween.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that.
Yep.
And then we got another member in the house. We got
Another one.
Liz. Whoop, whoop.
Hi, Captain Steven. Our gopher and dock. Permission to come aboard, sir.
And look at that. We got member overload today.
Wow.
Welcome in, Jan. Thank you. Again, another member in the house. I think I have something for Jan, don't I? What's up, Jan? And we got Cheryl in the house.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, girl. You still shopping for shoes? We were joking about that. All right, let's see. We've got people saying hi to one another. Welcome in, Jaden. Thank you. We're starting to see you come in a lot, both on my personal channel when I do the go live together or hang out with Eddie in the morning, and this one. So we really do appreciate seeing you on a regular basis here.
Absolutely.
And let's see. Oh, we got another in the house. Member Travel with Josie Ann. Thank you so much for coming in, Josie Ann.
I don't know if you have a button. I don't think so.
I don't know if I have a button yet. I'll have to make some more.
You just say hello.
Hello there.
There we go. And again, everyone's saying hi. Everyone's saying
Hi,
hi.
Kristine, and that guy sitting next to you.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, yeah. Eddie being himself. And yes, thank you so much, Eddie, for joining the crew here. The Adventure Crew. And look at that. Jan's been a member for 3 months already.
Wow.
We
Nice.
appreciate it. All
Insanity.
right, wait, hang on. Let's see.
Sanity.
Sassy, how does it take for it to get to you if less than a week? Delivered. Yeah, you know what? I'll have to take a look and see. Sometimes it'll take a couple of days for stuff to get to us. Sometimes it takes longer. It depends on where we are in the pecking order.
Yep.
Oh, man, Jan's already starting it before the college games. Go Vols.
Wow.
All right. Well, we are caught up in the chat. I will keep an eye on things. But we are going to turn it over to Kristine, I guess, at this point.
ew.
Wow. Look at those. So I'm ready to hear all about this Northern Light trip.
Look at my Northern Light pictures.
Those are amazing.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot. There's a lot of
She took the
pictures.
best pictures out of everyone. My iPhone 12 looks like a kid with a crayon.
So obviously the phone was the best tool to use for capturing the pictures, you think?
Yes.
Yes.
And the
Okay.
reason why, I guess we'll start with that.
Sure.
So taking pictures of the Northern Lights. The reason why the phone is better than any other camera is, even in the Arctic Circle, you cannot see the Northern Lights with the naked eye. It looks like a white line of smoke or a
Or a
really skinny white cloud.
Yep.
And the minute you put up a camera, that's when you start to see all the color.
That's the colors come out.
But on
That is interesting.
yes.
Yeah.
Now
You
sh-
can see them with the eye sometimes.
can
They have to be
sometimes.
particularly intense, and you have to have an exceptionally crystal clear, non-atmospheric interfering night.
Well, yeah. I mean, I saw the green a couple nights right away. I
Yep.
picked up on the green, but it's really easy to spot once you see that white line or cloud,
What you know
whatever.
what to look for.
When I picked up my camera on my DSL, I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
You just snapping pictures kind of in the blind. But when you put your phone up and you set it to the night setting, and you put your exposure all the way up, boom, it was right there.
Yeah.
You could see it right away. And we started seeing it pretty much the minute we pulled out of London.
No, it was
Yeah, it was
second
like
day.
that night. I
Yeah.
saw some really not so great.
I was gonna say those were kind of clouded over, so they
Yeah.
were obscured,
Obscured.
at best.
Obscured.
So yeah, it was definitely much closer to the Arctic Circle that we started to really brilliant stuff.
Okay.
But getting there, that was
Getting
half the battle.
Yes. Yes.
So
G.I. Joe, man.
Let's talk about the stuff we packed real fast.
Yes.
No
Okay.
intent.
Boy, let me tell you, that weather swings on a pendulum up there.
It sure does.
Between London and that entire region.
Mm-hmm.
I was overpacked for some things and underpacked for others.
Yes.
Double layers of clothes for me. I was dying. I was overheated, sweating, dying. And then I'd be cold, I'd be comfortable in the cold spot for that half hour and then back to dying again. I would have rather been comfortable, cold, and then back to comfortable. Just me personally.
So one of the
Hey, Lucy.
hey
Hey,
Lucy,
Lucy.
long time no see. So one of the things I would suggest about packing, I know we did our whole little packing video. Yeah, we packed for 7 days, and even that was a little bit overpacked.
Yep.
And
On a 14-day trip.
yep, because you use, we have laundry service, so definitely use the laundry service.
Yeah.
Also,
Or you're not getting in one suitcase.
Right.
And even then, it's bare.
also, I would say,
Welcome in, Uncle Dave.
Hey.
So hi to all of us and that sketchy fellow to the left.
Yeah.
I would also just a couple tips. One, if you're going to go the day before your cruise, or a lot of people we found either were doing, 56-day stretches back to back,
A lot of people.
Or-
Over 1,000 people on this ship were doing some sort of multiple cruise
Right,
situation.
right, or they were flying in a couple days before and going to a different place like Germany or Amsterdam, and then taking the train in. In that case, absolutely carry-on luggage only. You cannot fit a full-size luggage on those trains.
Nope.
And people complained about it.
Yep, that was a big complaint.
So that tip that I gave in the beginning about carry-on, for sure. However, if you're flying or cruising, put your carry-on suitcase in your regular size suitcase, so you have a suitcase for your souvenirs. I was overweight.
Yes, we were.
As
We
always.
were both overweight, and some of our gear is still on a boat right
Yes,
now.
it is. We
We
couldn't bring
even
everything home.
Thank God my parents were cruising with us, and we're picking them up from Lauderdale in a week or so when they get back from the transatlantic portion. And they have my GoPro with a lot of our footage, and her camera, and various other things that just
Souvenirs,
could not fit on the trip back.
Also, another real quick tip about packing is, unless you're taking a Silver Seas cruise, we have 3 formal nights. We dress up for 1. It's too cold to dress up for formal night.
And this
Don't
kind of-
even bother.
Yep.
This is more like an adventure cruise. Yeah, it's more intensive. There's lots of things you're doing on a daily, and you don't have time
to get
to
back.
come back, put on a gown
Yeah. Or-
and a suit, and go to dinner.
Nope.
Just go warm and comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, those days when excursions in port were coming back after seating times, Princess switches to an open seating instead of your early or late. So whenever you get back, you can get into that dining room.
Correct.
And that meant people were rolling in some cases, people next to us were in shorts and a polo.
Mhm.
Didn't even have a pants for that point. So
Right.
that definitely is something to keep in mind. So unless you're a real big fan of wearing fancy clothes,
Right.
don't.
Hi,
you know,
Alice.
Hi, Alice.
Welcome in, Alice.
Hey.
Alice, another member.
So it's, unless you're a big fan of getting unnecessarily dressed up for some reason on these kind of adventure cruises, you can definitely skip them, even though they're there,
Yeah.
on the itinerary.
Unless you want to, because
Yeah.
it's fun, then by all means.
It's
Right.
no. I don't look forward to wearing long sleeves for any reason ever. I did it when I got married, and that was like the only time I agreed to it.
I dressed up for the first formal night and I froze my butt off. So there you have it.
Yeah.
It's
For
the
me,
weather.
I'd probably skip it just because it's the added weight of
It
the
is
long
also
pants, the nice shoes, the
Yep.
long shirt, and all of
Yep.
that I could then eliminate from my packing.
I could
Well,
I
it
could have
is-
lost 4 pounds of clothes right there.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
it
right.
is added weight, and the weather changes so often from night to day, hour by hour, minute by minute, even.
Yeah, in some
It's
cases.
just too cold.
So
So let's talk about the flight, though.
The flight
'Cause someone
itself.
already
Yep.
asked.
So I know that's Rob. Because he's had some issues with flights in the past, so I'm sure
did you
that's
go
going to be
with
an expert.
American Airlines.
American
no.
Airlines.
No, we did not
Oh,
fly. We flew
no.
Delta from Tampa to JFK. We hung out at JFK for a little bit, not too
Like
bad on the
4
you know,
hours.
4 hours or so on the way out, and then Virgin Atlantic, who was operated by Delta, across the pond over into Southampton, where we arrived an hour and change early in the morning.
We did.
Surprisingly.
Welcome
Hey,
in, Pete.
Hey, welcome in. So really, the flight out was really not a big deal at all, in my opinion. It wasn't that hard to find
No.
our terminals or move around. We had time to go outside of JFK and smoke a cigarette. And
We would
relax.
like to give a big shout out to the #1 airport in the world. In the world.
And that is Tampa.
Tampa International, baby. We love you.
Yeah. If everyone could copy you, the world would be a better place.
Yes, we love Tampa International.
Not just because we
Um,
live here, because
no,
it's a
It's
superiorly
just
designed
superior
airport.
designed airport to all the rest. Correct.
Yeah, that much being said.
So things we can say about the flight. One, we did ultimately bring the wheelchair that I've been using.
Yep. We did not do a
um,
rental.
No, we didn't do a rental, and that was because during our way back we had a huge layover, so I was going to need something because I couldn't just stand for 8 hours.
Yep.
Um,
And a rental would have only been delivered to the ship and returned to get it at disembarkation. We
To
needed
the
it.
ship,
Yeah,
yeah.
we needed it for
we
Stonehenge
needed
and
it for
such.
Stonehenge.
Our excursion post cruise,
Right,
and the amazing, awesome, super fun overnight at JFK.
right, right. So, coming as a,
All
Okay.
right.
We'll get there.
We'll hit that.
One
We'll hit
sec.
that Virgin Atlantic up in a second.
So coming in as an accessible, you do get a lot of preference there. Like, even if you're TSA, they don't care. You're like going to the head.
You go to the front of the line.
They will help you carry your luggage. They will help you get on the plane if you need it. I mean, everywhere I was, it was like, let me help you. Don't let CJ do it.
Yeah.
We'll help. So I gotta say that was really nice.
Yeah.
Delta on the way there, our first leg, we had comfort.
Yep, which was nice.
So we had a little bit of extra leg
Yeah.
room.
It was comfortable. 3-hour flight up to JFK, no biggie.
And then after JFK, we switched to Virgin Atlantic. And Virgin Atlantic is beautiful plane.
Yeah, gorgeous. I don't have it because it's on my footage that is still in Norway or en route from Norway home.
It's in Spain
I think
today.
it's in Spain today right now. But
Yeah.
I did take a shot. The interior of the planes are very nice. It's got a very party atmosphere, just like their commercials and stuff, like purple and orangey lighting inside.
Yeah,
It's really
you
cool.
get on and it's like all
Ooh.
lit up in all these
Yeah.
cool colors, and disco music's playing. It's real
Yeah,
fun.
it was very good
The
experience.
flight attendants are great.
They were very helpful. Yep.
The food is just so.
Yeah, it was just airplane food.
Yeah,
We had
just
chicken
airplane
curry for dinner out, and then a crappy biscuit with jam for breakfast. Now, I will tell you though, if you fall asleep during food service or drink service,
They will
not
wake
wake you up. We missed dinner on our return flight totally because
Correct.
we had nodded off, and so did not get fed on the flight home. I was a little pissed about that as a policy. So
All right, we'll tell you about Tampa in just 1 second. Also, things that you should know that I find very funny, because in 1999 to 2004, you remember, I lived in Italy. So I flew Delta very often from Italy back to the United States, to Italy. And I always found that the flights always were empty back then. Like, you could take a whole middle aisle and lay down across the plane and sleep. And I swear, I thought, oh, this is going to be horrible. We're going to be smushed like sardines. My family, CJ's family, were all very concerned about the swelling in my leg. Everyone tried to get me first class, bump me up. It wasn't about the price.
It wasn't available, actually.
It just wasn't available. So here's the thing that we learned. Still to this day, 20 years later, full class or first class, packed. Business class,
pretty
packed.
Damn close. Packed.
Economy, empty. Both flights, I was able to have a seat either in between us or an entire row to myself where I could lay down.
Yeah.
And if you have an injury like I do, Virgin Atlantic was so sweet. They came and brought me footstools.
Yeah, they brought our
from first class and blankets and stuff to make it more comfortable for me, because they knew I was kind of smushed at the beginning.
Yeah, they did a good job.
They did a really good job.
So now, what's the question about Tampa, Ryan?
Tampa
Bring
International. He wants to know how long it take to get more baggage and an Uber.
Yep.
So,
Welcome in Angie as well, and then
Hey,
one other
Angie.
person, Vicky snuck in as well, a member.
Oh,
so
hi.
welcome in, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
So yeah, he wanted to know typically how long does it take from the moment you get off the plane to get your luggage and potentially get to an Uber. He's going to be here in about 8 days for his cruise on the Grand.
Right. So now that's always subject to the time of your day coming in. First thing in the morning is a little quicker. Last thing in the evening a little quicker. But your main peak in the middle, it's by the time we got off the plane with her pushing a wheelchair and down an elevator and to the belt, I just missed my first bag on the belt and had to wait for it to cycle again.
Yeah,
So
Tampa's usually
Tampa's pretty
quick.
good. So it was under 30 minutes from touchdown till we got to the belt in order to get that luggage. Now Their Uber pickups are very good. There are a couple of designated spots there. Ryan and I drove Uber for a while, so we did a lot of airport pickups. They have, each of the signage. They have a little zone. If you're on,
Easy to navigate.
yeah, it's very easy to navigate well for an Uber driver. They're familiar with the area. The hardest part for an Uber driver is getting into the airport itself, from the main road. But once they're in by the terminal, as long as it's not one of those crazy, on peak 6 o'clocks where the place is packed and you're crawling through it, I'd say, a 15-minute.
Delta again, blue.
Delta and the big blue terminal,
Okay.
yeah. But I'd say about 15 minutes is a reasonable time for after you get your luggage to go ahead and click your Uber, request at that point with where you are.
So if you're flying American Airlines, that means you'll be in the red zone.
That's the red zone,
which is going to be gate A, B, or C.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive. And when you come out of the gate, you go down the escalator to the first floor.
Yep, where it's just yeah,
and if
luggage.
If
and
American Airlines has an app, in the app, it will tell you as you're leaving your plane what lane the luggage is going to be on.
yes, most
So when
apps will tell you that.
Delta are said, go pick up your luggage at lane 4.
Yeah, for what
And
it's
so
worth.
we knew in advance where to go pick up our luggage.
Now that's always subject to change on the fly. It can
Sure.
things happen,
It,
but
it didn't. It didn't JFK.
It did JFK, but it did not for us here in this one,
Right.
so that wasn't a problem.
And I know Rob's got a beef with American Airlines, so I guess he was trying to see if you guys flew or not, because they're the ones that lost his tech bag when he went on his last
right.
cruise.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
hell no, I'm not flying AA anymore.
Asking,
no,
just
that's fine.
asking.
Look, Tampa Airport. Again, Tampa Airport is a wheel, and
Tiffany!
I say that Tampa Airport is a
Hey.
wheel because you have a center hub where you come in. Whether you're departing or whatnot, everything works from the center hub, and then from there you've got A with 20 or 30 gates, and B, and you take a little tram to it, and you do your security on the other side of the tram.
Yeah.
So it's not 10,000 people in the central hub trying to get through security. It's 1,000 or 1,500 people trying to get through security in those hubs. It's just a great designed
Okay.
airport, and they're in the middle of expanding a new leg out. So.
Okay. Here's something I can tell you for
Air
sure.
Canada.
Air Canada, you will come out of Gate E.
Yeah, I believe.
That's the middle gate. When you get out, you'll have a Chick-fil-A on your left if you're hungry right away.
I wouldn't get it there. It's
Yeah,
airport
I
food,
wouldn't
so
get
it's
it there, but
overpriced.
hey, everybody loves Chick-fil-A. Your escalator will be
Directly
literally
in front of
right
you.
in front of you. Go down to level 2, and your luggage should be on the.
The signage
When you
is
come
well designed.
downstairs,
Do you
You're
have
welcome.
that airport memorized or something?
I do.
Look, I
do.
used to fly out of it twice a month.
Twice
back
a month
before I
for
moved to
5
Florida.
years. Yeah. So when you come down the escalator, your luggage should be right there on the right.
Yeah. in
And
most
if
cases.
you've already ordered your Uber, that's even better.
Yeah. Mel's giving us Northern Light changes of colors in
I
this.
see
Nice,
that. I see
nice.
that. That's nice.
Things we can say about JFK.
Sucks.
It smells.
Fly
It
through
smells real
Amsterdam.
Yeah,
Fly
well,
through Amsterdam so you can avoid going to JFK on the flight
Yes,
back.
that is something we will probably do in the future. But
Jeff, it's legal to have extracurricular activities.
it's
So
legal,
if you don't
it's legal
like
to
the
smoke pot.
smell,
in New York.
don't go outside. It
Yeah.
smells.
Yeah.
It's a little stark and a lot.
There's nothing around the airport other
Nothing.
than construction for the $2 billion new international terminal they're building.
Correct.
There's nothing you can get a cab to or an Uber to from JFK feasibly, in a couple of hours and back. You are at the mercy of being stuck there if you have a layover. It just blows.
And flights in general in the United States don't fly after midnight unless they're international.
Yep.
So if you're getting in at 11:30, you're not going to get a connecting flight
Till the morning.
till the morning. We can tell you at JFK.
Absolutely, Dave.
Absolutely. At JFK, the only 2 things that are open overnight are McDonald's and Pizza Hut in Terminal 4.
Yeah.
Oh, no, McDonald's and Starbucks. My bad.
Starbucks, yeah.
Jet
no Pizza
lag's
Hut.
a real thing.
By the way, jet lag is a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
definitely.
feeling it.
Still
Still feeling it. 4 days later. But
And I think you just answered his question. for getting anything to eat. You guys
Now,
have
if
just
we had
mentioned-
landed at 11 o'clock at night on the return trip, we would have had more options. They
We would
were
have had
there.
tons of choices.
But
Correct.
by 11 o'clock, things are closed up, and again, you got the overnight McDonald's and the Starbucks.
so we
ish.
had
I don't even know if I would have drank
we had
that.
French fries and chicken nuggets at 1 a.m.
We had 1, 2
and
a.m.
at 5 a.m. as soon as Dunkin' opened,
I took
CJ was in line.
for 45 minutes to get a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
All right.
Mel and I did a red eye flight from Las Vegas back to Atlanta when we did our Vegas trip, and we had a connection in Cincinnati. Same thing where we left like at 10 p.m. Vegas time and got to Cincinnati like at 3 a.m. and there was
there's
nothing. Like the only thing
We
that
had
you could
Lunchable.
get would be Lunchable in a freaking vending machine and the vending machine coffee. There was
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Quickly, we'd like to talk about Heathrow.
Yep.
There is
Oh yeah.
in
Oh,
You're
Seattle.
gonna hate that
Airport.
airport.
Seattle's
Airport.
a little bit under construction as well.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah, it was very confusing when we got our luggage trying to figure out where to go outside. And I think it was primarily because of the construction and they had all these things blocking all the directions and
Yeah.
That
it was
was-
very difficult to
it was-
navigate.
It could be done by
It could
now.
be done from 24, but I doubt it, knowing
Hopefully.
the speed of that place. But
So I
there was
would
no
like-
signage in
I
Seattle.
would like to point out a few very, very, very important things about Heathrow Airport.
Yep, it's huge.
It is very, very large. When you're landing, it's not so bad. Hey, when you're landing into Heathrow, it's not so bad. You kind of shuffled out through customs.
Yep.
You grab your bag, and you're out the door pretty quick. There's not, you're dying after an 8-hour flight. Not a real any place to get water or coffee. Like one place is open.
Yeah, there was a cafe. There was
most
a cafe that
people-
was available.
Most people are
Yeah.
landing at between 7 and 9 a.m.
Yep.
So
It's pretty
that
busy at
cafe
that
is
point,
pretty
too.
packed.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
However, on the way back, and this is something to mention if you need assistance, period. On the way back, they told us when we checked into Virgin, please be at the gate by 7:15 for your 7:30 boarding. We need you there in advance.
Because she was just in the
And
wheelchair.
so we asked what gate, and they said the gate will be announced. Well, we were 5 hours early.
Yeah.
So, okay, we thought the gate would be announced maybe an hour or two before the flight. No,
Minutes.
sirs, no, ma'ams. When you get inside this circus of an airport that's nothing but a mall,
So, yeah, it's like being inside an overpriced outlet mall that has some long mile walks to the gates.
and again, it is like a Virgin Airlines flight. Party lights, disco balls,
Oh yeah, it
duty
wasn't.
free.
Yeah, it wasn't dirty or anything.
No,
it was
it's
just,
beautiful.
It was just a
Beautiful
it was just
airport.
a shite
Just a
show.
shit show.
Yeah.
Once you walk through all that and you get to the main area where there's food and waiting areas to sit, because you can't sit by your gate. There's no seating by your gate. You sit in this big,
They force you into hang out in the mall.
yeah, they force you to hang out at the mall. And they announce your flight and what gate it is 15 to 10 minutes before you board. And it is a 20-minute walk.
Yeah.
To your gate.
In some cases,
In
we
some
we were
cases.
the furthest gate that we could possibly be.
What's up?
Ross, welcome in, Ross. Up,
So-
beaches.
When we looked, it said our gate was a mile from where we were.
Wow.
Told to be there at 7:15, and we didn't get told what our gate was until 7:26.
Correct. And then so I jogged with her with a wheelchair and the luggage.
So please be prepared.
Heathrow is not well organized in
Heathrow
that
is
respect.
not going to let you know in advance,
Yeah.
too long in advance, when you have to be there or where you got to be.
Yeah.
So be prepared to
Babysit
book it
yeah, constantly refresh and
Yeah.
babysit the monitors
and
for
be
things.
prepared to move as quick as possible.
Good point.
But it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Anything and everything you could ask for, from duty-free store
A
to
Lego store,
Lego store
luggage,
to Prada,
clothes, overpriced clothes, very overpriced.
every kind of food you could possibly
Yep.
want.
Sushi on a belt.
Sushi on a belt to burgers in a cafe.
Yeah, we went to a comfort food place. So they had mac and cheese and burgers and skinny meatballs and things like that. So that's where we ended up eating for an overpriced meal there, in pounds. But it was
JD Adventure agrees with you.
Yes, it can be.
And each terminal is different and plays by its own rules, it seems.
However, I must say, if you're gonna go over to Europe and take a cruise out of that area,
there are better airports you may be able to get into.
But they're going to be more expensive. Heathrow is the hub. You're going to find the most cost effective.
It looks like Rod's going to be able to get some discounts since he works at an airport when he flies through JFK. So that's cool.
Yeah. I thought about bringing my TWIC card with me, but ended up not doing so. But anyway. All right. So time's getting short. So it's probably time to.
So next, Heathrow Mayhem got it. Yes. Try Southampton, Spain, Paris. Take the train.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Yeah. And anything in the UK is very expensive. True.
And then when you get to Norway, it's even more expensive.
Norway's like double.
It's even more expensive.
Let's talk about the ship.
You'd be happy to pay in euros again.
Yep. So we were on Princess Emerald.
Emerald Princess,
Yep. It was a very lovely ship. Things I'd like to point out. We had an interior, try and save a buck or two.
And it was absolutely
and we were
very
surprised at how roomy it was. We had a walk-in closet. Yeah.
Bathrooms could have been bigger, or the shower could have been bigger, as always on these things. But the room itself, for what it was, a non-ADA room, not that they have any ADA stuff there, but a non-handicap room. It was surprisingly spacious for in that respect.
Yes, the bed was comfortable.
Yeah, the bed was really one of the most comfortable I've been on ever.
Yep.
Sure. It's as good as the suites on Royal.
Yeah.
Dad, welcome in. And Mel has the colors changing to be part of the Northern Lights over here in our house.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I could change them.
It's for the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Also, when you fly Princess, cruise Princess, one of the things we did have a little issue with was a shortage on things like pillows.
Yes, they did.
Blankets.
No, we had plenty of blankets.
I mean, we got. Oh well, did you try?
I don't even know how to pronounce that.
So probably no.
I tried reindeer.
I had whale and reindeer and moose or elk, one of those. Yeah. And I had it in different forms as well, so not just.
So our room steward did have a little bit of an issue trying to find us pillows, but he did get us pillows in the end.
Yep. By the second day, we had everything we needed.
He was pretty great.
Yeah, we called him the room ninja. If you both got out of bed, like I went to the closet, she went to take a piss. He was in, the bed was made, vacuumed, and he'd gone before he got done flushing. Yeah. He was like lightning. He was really room
so one thing you should that we learned is if you were not out of your room at a respectable hour, and because there's jet lag, lots of people slept in until 1, 2, 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, the first day.
That first week, even some of them. And the problem with that is your room steward is sitting around literally waiting for you to get out of your room so you can clean it. So please, can't stress enough. Use those tags. Do not disturb. I'm out for the day.
Let them know.
Or if you're gonna go out, try and go out before 9 or 10. 10 is probably reasonable. Otherwise, he's standing around in the hall for 2 hours waiting for you to leave your room so he could clean it for you.
And please keep in mind, Princess does 2 services.
Yes.
It is not like Royal and some of the others that have cut down.
No kisses.
There's a morning and an evening service for the room attendants on Princess. So that was a nice change from the previous things.
Let's see what else. Pizza.
Larry approves the blue.
That's good.
Thank you, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
Pizza is amazing.
I'm taking request.
Pizza is amazing on Princess.
The Princess quality pizza outdoes Royal. It is about they cook full size, 16-inch Neapolitans or 18-inch Neapolitan style pizzas There's always a cheese pepperoni, and then one or two other randoms depending on the day. And it is a full slice of pie that you get, like you would order, anywhere else. You get a slice of pie. That was a nice, but they did not let you get full pies outside of ordering room service.
Correct.
So that's something.
Let me guess, you tried.
Yeah, I mean, because I wanted to get 2 slices for me, her, Fred,
Right.
partner. So I ended up being able to do that, but which is the equivalent of a whole pie, but they won't just give you a whole pie.
Got it.
Speaking of room service or Princess Anywhere,
Yeah. And
uh,
Princess had a great Peach. Behave.
Princess has a,
She is just wanting her belly scratched.
yeah,
There you go.
Princess has this great idea of Princess Anywhere on the ship.
Which is very convenient when it works.
Yes, it's super cool when it works. The problem, it always works to order. It just they don't always show up.
So your medallion, which is your C pass,
It's a GPS tracker.
It's actually GPS. They know where you are on the ship or where your
Right.
tracker is.
Right.
Oh, welcome in, Tia and John's Journeys.
Now I'm hungry.
Now they're hungry for pizza.
Uh,
The pizza was damn good. We had it a couple of times when we needed it, but honestly, we use this anytime. Service. If we got back from it, we missed a dinner, getting back from a late excursion, and we just ordered. Like I ordered 3 or 4 chicken noodle soups, and we all ordered a bunch of club sandwiches. And then
oh my
it
gosh!
showed up to the sun deck where we were smoking.
Oh yeah, it's that
at
fish.
10 or 9,
I know what
9
you're
or,
talking about, Ross.
Oh no, I didn't.
We did not. I forgot to get him to try
No,
it.
and I don't eat fish anyway. Really.
Yeah, it's so funny. One night we ordered so much food
It came
that
on
the next morning people are like, "Did you see those disgusting pigs? They had 9 trays of food. There was 4 of us,
Yeah.
and they put 1 chicken noodle soup bowl on 1 tray.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So we ordered 2 chicken noodle soups.
I got
that's
two trays. It was so silly.
Yeah.
I've noticed that really with any cruise line, though, most of the stuff, like everything comes on its own plate. So
Yeah,
you
2
order,
cookies.
like, I want 4 cookies, 2 bags of chips, and 2 sandwiches, and you get 10 plates because each
Correct.
cookie's on its own plate, and the chips are on its own thing, and
Yeah.
just put it all together on one plate.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing we'd like to point out, and now we don't have a lot to compare to because we used to be royal. Not that we aren't still like royal,
Yeah.
but on royal we're spoiled, and we do the upper dining.
We tend to do the specialty
the
dining.
specialty restaurants because we think the dining room isn't that great. It's
Yeah,
subpar.
it's okay, but it's no different than what I could get on the buffet.
Correct. Now, what we can and the buffet at the Windjammer is amazing
Compared to Princess.
to Princess.
Yeah, you're jumping around an awful lot, man.
No, I'm still on food.
Okay.
Princess's buffet, not so good. It's
Lackluster at
like
best.
lackluster and very, very small.
Yeah.
They only have
Disappointing.
like one little section open, guys.
Yeah,
it wasn't very
It
big.
just wasn't impressive in any way.
The specialty dining also wasn't very impressive.
Well, the grill, the equivalent of chops on Royal, which was called Crown Grill,
Mhm.
while they were serving 4/6 steak, which was a quality steak, and the steak itself, once it
Was
finally
good.
got cooked right for her, was good. Overall, it just wasn't as good as what I was getting in the dining room.
Right.
And it wasn't a service issue. It was just,
No, the dining room food
that-
was really good.
It was. It wasn't worth this particular venue was not worth the bump up. Chops on Royal outweighed, and in Fahrenheit on Carnival outclassed the steakhouse here on Princess, and hands down. We did not eat at the Italian restaurant.
No, maybe not.
We did eat at the specialty seafood restaurant, which is
which
a lunch,
was amazing.
which is a lunch only thing, and we'll cover that in
They
the
have
next.
dinner too.
No,
Yes.
that's
So I
steam.
went for dinner.
She went to Steamers for
No,
dinner.
she didn't.
All right, what did he say?
I'm telling you, they had
Okay.
it for dinner too because your
Okay.
mom said they had it. For
All right,
dinner.
whatever you say.
Yeah, that seafood was amazing.
But that'll be a next week episode when we get into pictures and things like that.
Yeah.
And we can rent some, or send some photos to Ryan to have to flash up on screen.
Right,
So
right.
we'll coordinate that.
Zach is in. What's up, Mr. Wholesome?
Yep.
So the like we said, the food in the dining room was great.
Superior.
We liked eating there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, we only had breakfast a couple of times because we did tend to get coffee and hang out on the
Yeah.
deck.
And their international cafe that's got like sandwiches,
little
and
egg
such,
burritos or
little egg
bites.
burritos, avocado toast, which was
Yep.
amazing
Yep.
every day.
Yep, it switches
Every
over.
day.
Like that.
Yep.
But it had breakfast stuff.
And
in
the
morning.
international cafe and the coffee shop is open 24
24/7.
hours a day.
Yep, coffee
where
never
everything
closes.
else kind of closes.
Coffee never closes. Sign me up.
It never closes, and here's
And
why.
if you're on the Princess Plus package, they're all included.
Always free. Yep.
Yep.
And here's why it doesn't close, because they know that people are awake at all odd hours, depending on. We were traveling with people from Australia, London, the United States, Asia,
Yep.
all over the world. So to accommodate for the different sleep schedules and patterns, they kept it open all night long. So you could always
That's
get a
cool.
cup of Joe
Yep.
and some snacks.
Yeah, and something to eat. Even
Yeah.
if it wasn't huge or amazing, you take
You could
something to
always
take
get
the edge
something.
off.
Mhm.
Yep.
Uh,
Black forest cake. Something
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
too. There was always
and
something.
the people that we met, like we said, there were a lot of back-to-back people.
What was the age group and like the typical passenger on there?
There were less than 10
Less than 10?
less than 10 sub 18-year-olds.
Yep,
A handful of 20 somethings.
probably like 2 or 3.
2 or 3, groups of them.
I'd say the rest of the crowd was about 40 and older.
Yeah, it was definitely 40 and up. So there was a good chunk of ours, but there was also a very large portion, equally as large, of our age group as 60 plus.
The 60 plus.
Seniors,
Correct.
60
correct.
plus.
So it is an older crowd. Not a lot of kids
Thank God.
on that ship. I only saw 3 in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Somebody
Um,
said there were more, but we never saw them.
No. Also, again,
They were probably well-behaved kids.
They were.
yes.
They were because in England you can't spank your children anymore.
No,
It's
that's
actually
against
illegal,
the law. It's illegal.
but you can in France. So
yeah.
most parents actually take their kids to France, beat the crap out of them, and bring
and
them
then
home.
bring them home. Yeah. Get out. This is how they punish your children. Get out your passport, honey. We're going to France.
And they
And
know
stop.
they know they're in trouble.
Yeah. However, I can say that most of the people we traveled with were not American.
No, we did.
They
There were
were-
plenty of them.
If I had to go with a guess, it's probably like 15% American, and then the rest were Aussies,
Yep.
Brits,
And
and
then Asians,
Canadian,
Canadian,
and then
a lot of Asians.
a lot
on
of
this
Asians.
particular cruise.
and the Asians on the cruise were high roller casino
Yeah,
people.
or high maintenance.
They were number 1 on the ship for sure.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
bent over backwards.
Yeah.
Another thing we learned about Princess, we mentioned this to Ryan and Melinda when we first got back that we saw them. Yes, Princess falls under the Carnival holding companies,
But they do not
but
talk
do
about it.
not mention Carnival on a
On that
Princess ship.
They will throw your
Ever.
ass
They will
overboard.
throw you overboard.
They want no association outside of that they're part of a conglomerate holding. They want zero
Correct. They
association.
want
with Carnival.
zero association.
And I'm not bashing Carnival because I know that's upset some people in the past. This was just
This
a
is
very
just-
strange thing
That
said
we
to
learned,
us
yeah.
by staff and by people we made friends with, both
Correct.
cruisers and staff that we
And
got
staff.
to know.
Correct.
We had staff hug us when we left.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
a very different experience.
this is
than-
a very different experience. They're hugging you. Friends that we made on the ship were like crying.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you. Yeah. Exchanging Facebooks and phone numbers.
Yeah.
Like it really is. You really do become more of a community.
Yeah.
A tight community.
Which is the opposite of any of the Carnival and Royal,
Uh-huh.
weekend benders on the giant ships.
Some
Yeah.
negative things that we can say about the ship as a whole
Yeah, there are a few negatives.
is
True.
the accessible doors. We're
Yeah.
not done. They are working on making them
They-
handicap accessible, but they were not done.
Yeah, so some parts of the ship were handicap accessible, others were very
Others were
difficult.
not. Mhm.
For some godforsaken reason, they thought it would be a good idea.
To
to-
put
to-
the bingo
for bingo,
cards in front of the handicap door.
One of the only ones
The
that
only
was
one that
working
works.
on that deck.
Yeah.
So I actually opened the door and watched their bingo cards blow across the hall.
Yeah, they were not pleased.
They were not pleased with me.
Also, The elevators.
The
broke.
elevators in
we
rough
were down
seas.
to 2 elevators
One in the
for
front.
2 days.
Yeah, well, one in the aft, one in the front, and 2 in the middle.
Yep.
Because there were 3 banks. This was a large enough
So,
ship.
4 days
But
we had
when you start to get,
limited elevators.
you know, when you start to be on a continual list from the wind, or you're talking about the, 3 to 5 meter waves. So you're talking about 15, 20 foot waves, things that were slapping the windows, on the side of the ship. Elevators shut down for safety and just because they're literally getting bounced around the ship too. So that's
deck
something
7, which is
specifically.
an exterior deck where
Yeah.
you can walk.
Welcome in the girls official. Thanks for coming in.
An exterior deck for walking and such. Closed.
during
Completely closed.
Yeah,
and the
and any
ship
kind of weather.
listed to the right for about 2 days.
Yeah.
We must say,
starboard, she meant to say.
starboard, my bad. We must say, cruising in that area as a whole, and it's not just because we weren't in the Arctic Ocean when this happened.
No, we
We
nowhere
were
near
much
the Arctic
further
Ocean.
south.
Correct. We were in the North Sea.
We were in the North Sea. It is different than what you're used to if you're used to taking like Caribbean
or even Pacific Coast.
Pacific Coast or Alaskan cruises.
Yeah.
These waters are going to be definitely much more.
They have the potential for more volatility.
Yes, and stronger winds.
Much stronger winds.
Yeah.
The
We have
front, the
50
fronts,
mile an hour winds.
the hurricanes and the fronts that glance off of our coast and move across aren't hurricanes, but they sure are a front that pushes hard on the northern part of England and the Norway, coast as well.
Right.
And that's actually why we missed 2 ports over the course of the trip. But we will
Which that is
talk
next
about
week,
that.
right?
That's next week, the itinerary and what we got to and did and didn't see.
We have a
That-
couple minutes left. What
Yeah.
else about the ship?
What else about the ship itself? We could not film the
Oh,
whole ship for you guys.
2 decks were closed the
yeah.
entire cruise
Yep,
because
because
of
that
weather.
weather. By the time they were open on the final 2 nice days, I see that.
Thanks for letting me know. Yep, I got an alarm today because I know I went late yesterday and we started late last week.
We could not film the whole ship because the rear sports and open area decks, due to the weather most of the time, were closed at that point. And it wasn't until the last 2 days when they're open, which unfortunately were port days for us, and then disembarkation. And so we just couldn't get there to do that filming. So we've got some general stuff inside to look, but it'll definitely be an abbreviated tour of this particular ship.
One of the other things that people we had met mentioned about Princess that they didn't love, considering that due to weather, instead of it being like a sea day, a port, we had like a port, 3-4 sea days, and then a port
Or double ports.
or
even.
double ports because of the weather. They thought that Princess lacked activities
to do. And I'll be
Because
honest,
Princess is more lectures and
they have seminars.
and culinary
and-
seminars.
Yeah,
and
don't get me wrong. The
art
chocolate,
shows. It was very cool.
the chocolate demo was great. And of course, Park West was there to take your money for the art auction if you wanted to mess with that. The fruit carving, where they literally turned a couple of pineapples and some bok choy and squash into an underwater aquarium
Which
in
was
under 30
dope.
minutes. Gorgeous,
Totally dope.
gorgeous, cool
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
But people were starting to say, well, the problem is
after 2 days, or
after
3,
2 or 3 sea days, it sounds like just one big sales push.
yes,
Buy this excursion.
Yep.
Buy this T-shirt.
Uh,
buy this knife set.
every day something's on sale. As it is with most, but it just seemed to be, to always be there. There never seemed to be a break in it.
So I would say definitely bring something to do like cards or whatever.
Yep.
Also, there are some new things on all Princess ships. One is the cigar bar is now
It's gone.
and replaced with a
In our case, it was a conference room on one side and an
And a
indoor ping
pong on the other. And it's so new. It's not on the elevator. It's still listed as the cigar
Yeah,
bar,
they haven't even
as
redone
well as the wheelhouse.
that. The
Wheelhouse is no
bar
longer
is gone on
on
Princess.
Princess. It's now
O'Malley's Irish
O'Malley's
Pub.
Irish
on all.
Pub.
Yeah, or being
which is-
converted.
Still not on the elevator. So
Yes.
the pub is there, but they haven't updated
Their
everything in the
signage.
elevators.
Ice
Both
carving. I
sides.
believe there was one, but we missed
We
it.
missed the ice carving.
I don't remember why. I don't know if it was a port day for
It
us.
was.
I think it ended up being a port day. Yeah.
Bok choy.
Yeah.
I had bok choy for dinner one night.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah. She liked it. Steamed.
I got a little bit not
Little
feeling
seasick
good
one night.
so I had
Yeah.
steamed vegetables for dinner.
And it's, speaking of seasick, not that ever affects me because that's all in your head. Literally, it's your equilibrium, it's in your head. But we seem to feel it on lower decks
And
versus
not
on the higher decks,
Yeah.
which seemed weird. You would expect you'd feel an emotion on a higher deck more than at the bottom, but we definitely felt it lower than higher.
To be honest, no, we didn't play many of the games for a couple reasons. One, we worked.
Yes, remember our sea days were also working days for us.
Days.
Out of 2 calendar weeks being off,
Uh-huh.
we both clocked 40 hours of work time.
We did.
So we worked 5 physical days out of 10.
Secondly, we were traveling with
another party.
a shining karaoke star.
Yeah.
So we went to see him
We
sing
did
quite
sing.
often.
We saw the old man sing
And
lots of times.
Yep.
And I never got, even with the 15 drinks a day, I never quite got tipsy enough
We
to
never
sing one.
did. No, nor did we ever drink our 15 drinks.
No, we never actually hit our 15
No.
drinks on this one. We got up there sometimes. You hit 14 the one day.
But
'Cause
I
all
was
the
fine for
coffees.
other people
Yeah,
too.
at that point.
And then also, we were just so darn exhausted. Our ports of call were not like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're like noon to midnight or 11 to 8 p.m.
Or Alta, which was an overnight stay on the ship.
on the ship.
And then a second day, you know,
Right.
to do stuff.
So we didn't stay up too late.
We had
most
one
nights.
crazy night where we were up to like 3
3
in the morning.
o'clock in the
All of a
morning.
sudden we looked around, we're like, oh shit.
Where is
we're
everybody? We're
ones
the
sick.
only ones awake.
Well, yeah. It's not so, but yeah, we even outlasted Fred on 1 or 2 nights.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fred
Wow,
was-
that's saying something.
Well, Fred had a little cruise crud the second he got on the ship.
Oh,
He
that's
fought-
right.
My mom, of course, the walking pharmacy, had a Z-Pack from, that she traveled with. So she got him through the cruise, but he came home and we haven't talked to him yet because he definitely.
No, according to his daughter, he has what's called the international virus.
Yeah.
And is now on an antibiotic.
Yeah. Which we don't know what that means because we really haven't. talked
It's
to him.
probably the vid.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a nice way of saying the bid, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So we are 2-minute warning. 2-minute
2-minute
warning,
warning.
kids. 2-minute warning.
Okay, 2 minutes. That's about the cruise. The staff is absolutely
The staff-
wonderful.
This was some of the best quality of staff we had on any ship
Mhm.
everywhere outside of that when we were in the 2 owner suites on Ovation and on Brilliance, and they
Right,
literally
right.
constantly. This was the best quality of staff anywhere that
Everybody
I've
was just so sweet. And maybe it's because we were traveling with his parents who are like cruise
had.
royalty.
Yeah, they're elite
so
on
they
that.
know everybody.
They did know a lot of
But
people, but they didn't hang out with us in our places.
No, they didn't.
So we made our own connections.
We
with
did.
people.
And everybody was just
Yeah.
so sweet.
Yeah. Or
So,
that
so
you were a
nice.
handicap and they felt sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Welcome in, Em, right near the end.
Yeah,
Hey,
we got 1
hey.
minute left.
And
Yeah.
one last thing that I have to say on a cruise like this with ever-changing weather, there were days where I wanted to walk, but the staff told me absolutely not.
Yeah, they actually.
Where's
wouldn't-
your cart?
Yeah, they called her
And
chair card.
They called the chair cart and told me I was not allowed to walk
Yes.
on the ship.
During
So
some of those
be
high wind
prepared
and
for
listing
that.
days, if that's
There'll
your
be
situation,
some days, whether you're on a walker, on a cane,
where they will.
they will
may
tell you,
go sit down.
go
or
sit
do
down.
something.
Yeah.
So I hear Ryan's alarm going off.
Yep.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, yes.
Like-
So
It's like being at the Supreme Court, where the red light goes on and that's it. You're done talking.
I know, right? Well, yeah, we are going to go ahead and call tonight, and we will pick this up with the actual itinerary then,
Yes.
and all of your stops, and then wrapping up the post excursion you guys did when you got back next week.
We'll get
So
you
we'll
some
do that.
still images.
Yep, we'll have
We'll
some
get some still
pictures.
images airdropped to you so you have them to at least flash on screen when we reference them.
Yep, and we'll tell you about our surprise ports because our ports did get
Yep.
canceled.
We had two changes and 2 surprise ports. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you again. We will see you next week to wrap up the trip. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time on
The
The
scenic
scenic route.
route.
We're out.
Woo-hoo!
It doesn't like that on purpose. I know.